A very good morning to my dear IT students. Let us start our today's lecture. In previous lecture we have read about the paragraph and its alignment. Okay. Today we'll be reading about paragraph and indentation. Okay, in the LibreOffice Writer. Okay, so how to use this indentation feature of this LibreOffice in this writer document. Okay, so beta, for that we need to see how many types of indentation we have. It is for the better formatting only. Why do we add this indents and this spacing? For better outlook of the document. Okay, so in the this figure also you can see, it's a screenshot actually. In this also you can see that they have tried to implement different types of indents. Okay, and we will be learning how to implement these types of indents in our document. Okay, so you can see text without indentation. There is no indentation, it's a normal text. So text without before text indentation. See, what is this before text indentation? Before text indentation you will get, see, firstly we need to open format tab. There we will get paragraph option. Okay, this paragraph dialog box will be opened up. So when this paragraph dialog box is opened up, we will go with this indentation and spacing tab. Okay, so this preview is also available here, we can use it. So we can use these options: before text, after text, first line. Okay, so this will help us in sending all these types of indents. Fine. So beta, let us try using these options. Okay, so before text will help you to specify the left indent. So as I will increase the value of this before text, you can see it is moving towards the right and it is leaving the space towards the left side. Okay, so this is your left indent also. So as you will keep on increasing the value, it will leave the space from the left hand side. Okay, so this will be your left indent, and if you want to implement the right indent, means you want to leave the space from the right hand side, then you need to increase the space points here after text. So you can see it is increasing your right indent also. Okay, it is specifying your right indent. Fine. So from here you will be specifying left indent by increasing the before text value, and if you want to specify your right indent, then you need to increase the after text value. Fine. So let us talk about the first line indent. So first line indent means this way. Okay, the when you want to start a paragraph. Okay, so beta, if you want to implement these things, see, it is just a preview that this will happen to your paragraph. So if you want to implement these indents, then you need to select a paragraph first, then you should select this paragraph dialog box option from the format tab. Okay, so after that it will get implemented. So for implementing the first line indent, what we should do, we should go with the positive indent. You need to provide the positive value, and negative indent if you want to give, then you should go with the negative value. Okay, see, first line indent, see, if you will give sorry, you need to click here. If you will give positive value, so it will be a positive indent. Okay, and if you will give a negative value, see, only first line is moving, that is why it is known as first line indent. Okay, and if you want to give a negative value, then it will create a negative line indent, means it will come before the formatting you have set, indent you have set for other lines. Okay, if you are giving positive indent, it will move forward, and if you are giving negative indent, it will move backward. Okay, so this is your first line indent. Only first line will move forward or backward. If it is moving forward, then it is positive indent, and if it is moving backward, it is your negative indent, but first line indent only. Okay, next is your hanging indent. This is something different. So only, see, here we need to attach two things together. What is that? you need to provide the positive value in before text spin box. Okay, so let me make it neutral first, then you can see the effect of it. So we need to make the positive value in before text spin. So this is your before text, so you need to make the positive value. Okay, and then you should make the negative value from the first line spin, and here we should have the negative value. So this type of indent is known as hanging indent, because one line is hanging out. Okay, this is known as hanging indent. Okay, fine. This is just similar when you are making it negative, it automatically gives you the such type of appearance. Okay, and negative indentation, how you will achieve that? Means this is not required, make it 0. And if you want negative indent, then you can make it negative. Okay, from the rest of the text it will come this way. So this will be a negative indent. Okay, so for implementing these things we must select. So this, see, it is going here in this left side beyond the boundary. So this is negative indent. Okay, so I hope the indents are clear to you. So you can try implementing the indents from this particular dialog box. Okay, I'm nullifying it. Fine. So next point that you should notice is that your indent can have values in centimeters. By default इसकी measurement होती है inches में, right? But it can also be expressed in centimeters, and that can later be converted in other units. Okay, so alternatively, for increasing and decreasing indents in the writer document, we can use to increase or decrease indent buttons also. Okay, on the formatting toolbar, they are available on the formatting toolbar. Fine. Okay, but next is your assigning colors and borders to a paragraph. So if we want to apply colors and border to a paragraph, we have discussed this thing earlier also. We have applied border, we have already done this, so again I am repeating that was done in the previous lecture. So how to apply the color and the border to a paragraph? Firstly, you should select a given paragraph on which you want to apply the border. Okay, for that you need to go in format tab, you should select the paragraph button. Okay, and here in border area, okay, if you want to implement color, so color is also available in the area tab. Okay, this area tab we need to select, and color option is there. So whatever color you feel you need to implement will be implemented to that paragraph. Although it is very bright, I must not use it, but that was just for an example. Okay, so I can change the color, even I can make it light. This time it has been implemented to it because this was selected this time. Okay, so firstly the paragraph should be selected, then you should go in format tab, then you should go to select the paragraph. Dialog box will appear. Now if you want to implement the border, okay, so for that you need to go in borders, and then presets that have been line arrangement that has been defined. Okay, I have discussed this thing in previous lecture also. If you want this type of border, this type of border, all four side of border, so whatever border you want you can select. Okay, and line style also you can select from here. Okay, the color of the border you may select. Okay, and the width of the border you may select. So if it is done, so you should click on OK, and that particular border will be implemented on that particular paragraph. Okay, I hope it is also clear to you in this way. Fine. Now let us discuss this subscript and superscript. Okay, subscript beta, sub and super, they are basically required when we want to place the text, okay, slightly below the normal text. Okay, so that will be your, if you want, you are placing it below, then it is subscript, and if you are placing it above, then it will be your superscript. Okay, superscripting and subscripting text are useful when we are using your chemical formulas and mathematical formulas. Okay, like I want to write H2O. Let us take an example. Okay, so I'll be writing here H2O. Now I want to write it in the form of formula. Okay, you know H2O is water chemical representation. So what we are doing, we are using this subscript option, and the shortcut key is Control plus Shift plus B. So you can see H2O, like this we are writing. Actually this is 0 and we should use O. Actually now it is taking up in subscript notation. Let me do it again so that there may not be any confusion. H2O. Okay, now select this 2 only and go with the subscript wala option. Okay, and if we'll increase the font size, then definitely it will look better. Okay, so we can increase the font size. Now it is looking better. And when we are using for writing your chemical formulas, you are using this subscript, and if you need to write mathematical formulas like a raised to power b, you need to write. So firstly you'll write a and b, and now you want a raised to power b. So if you want to lift it up, you need superscript. Okay, again the font size is small, so you can increase it and it will look better. Okay, so superscript is to align the text slightly above the baseline. Okay, what is the baseline? This is your baseline. So it is putting the text slightly above it, and what it is doing, it is putting the text slightly below it. Okay, otherwise what we can do, in which option we can have it, we can go in format tab, character option, format tab, character option. Where is the character? Here. And there also you will get this option. So you need to select in position, you go in position tab, there also you are getting subscript and superscript. Okay, so you can select it from here also. Okay, so whatever text you will be selecting, and after that if you will be clicking, I have not selected any text, so it is not showing anything. It will work in the same way as we have done here. So firstly you will select the part to which you want to implement your superscript and subscript. Okay, then you go in format tab and then select character may, which tab you need to select, position tab. Okay, and that will be implemented then. Fine, I hope it is clear to you. So next is beta inserting bullets and numbering. So if you want to implement bullets and numbering, how you will be able to do this? Why do we need to implement it? See, whenever we are writing something in the terms of points, we need a better representation of the things. We want to increase the readability of the text. That time we should go with bullets and numbering. When we need to write points, like I am going to market and I want to buy few things, so I will make a list. So when we are going to make a list, that time we should go with bullets and numbering. Okay, there are many uses. So basically when we are creating a list, numbered list it can be, or it can be unnumbered list. So if I need to purchase 1 2 3 4 5 items, so I will write 1 2 3 4 5, that will be your numbered list. And if I randomly putting a dot, okay, and symbol before it, like I am putting small circles, arrows, or solid large circles, so this will create an unordered list. Okay, or we can say bulleted list. So numbered list will be having numbers, like Roman numbers can be there, alphabets can be there, and your bulleted list will be like putting circles, small circles, arrows, solid large circles, and so on. Okay, so like he is creating list for the input devices, so these are the input devices you are putting. So you must use a list. Okay, either the numbered list or the bulleted list. So how you can implement these lists? You need to go in format tab and you need to select bullets and numbering. So your bullets and numbering dialog box will be opened up, and you can see it is in front of you. So here you can have this bullets option. Okay, and here you can have the number option. Okay, and one more interesting thing, if you want to implement any image, okay, that you can also. And if you will click on the customize, so different levels of lists you can create, okay, that is totally dependent upon you. So this is little bit complex to implement, but otherwise others are very easy. You can even use an image also, okay. So let us try implementing the concept of list. I have written 4 elements of the list here, and we'll be using different options, okay. So for that I'll be going in format tab, bullet and numbering option, okay. Let us say we want to implement this. So before that I must select the list elements first. So after selecting we must go then, okay. So bullets and numbering, and then let us say I'm selecting this option, okay. So you can see this option has been implemented, okay. And if I want to implement any other option, so firstly selection has to be done, and then again we will go in numbering, see if we want to implement like 1 2 3. So click on OK. So it will be implemented like this, okay. Again, if you want to implement any other option that are available like ABCD, you also can implement, okay. Image, if you want to implement like this, so select it and click OK. So in this way you can implement various types of lists. So these types of lists are called bulleted list, and 1 2 3 4 that are having any numbering, they are your numbered lists, okay. So rest we'll be discussing in our next lecture. Thank you so much.